These females have me perplexed. Grand rising, grand rising. You know, like their ego on these women. And then they'll turn around and project it onto us and be talking about, oh, the man's ego, the man's ego. What? Listen, there's not a single man out there that's handling his business and calls himself an independent man. Oh, I'm an independent man. I'm out here, you know, handling my business, you know what I'm saying, living my life, paying my bills, getting my own place. I got my own car. I got my own place. I got my own job. No, we don't do stuff like that, man. We don't get a pat on the back for doing the most minute things, the things that adults do, period, point blank. That's not what we get paid for. You know what I'm saying? That's not what nobody else, you know, thinks that you're a man because you're doing that. And these females, they'll take anything and glorify it. If they have a little body on them, oh my goodness, man. It don't even matter if they're, look at that big ass thing. What is that? I don't see that. You see that big ass thing? It's a bird. I still don't know what kind of bird it is. It scared the crap out of me. It's always over here in this creek. I walk by it all the time. Yeah, it's bird out here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Like I was saying, man, they'll glorify anything. They can have a nice body and their face looks like the bottom of a foot, and they'll still be like, oh yeah, I'm a baddie, I got my own place, I got my own job, and they'll be talking like, listen, man, you know the worst part about it with their egos is they literally take anything from any man that gives them some kind of compliment. It doesn't matter if it's a male. You know what I mean? If they're smashing a bunch of, you know, random Pookies and Ray Rays, you know what I mean? They'll take that, you know, make it into a bunch of confidence, and then get online and start talking about, oh yeah, you know, all these men out here, and you know, they're not worth me, and I'm this and I'm that. Really, if the egos, honestly, the ego comes from all the bodies that they've collected, right? From the egos of the men that they've pretty much assimilated. Because listen, I've told y'all before, when these women are out here taking on these men's seed, they're taking on a whole lot, okay? They're getting more than what they're bargaining for. And they're taking these men's seed all kind of different ways. So, you know, you got to be really careful out here in these streets. But this is the way I normally identify some crazy behind, you know, covert narcissistic type of female. I identify them by their ego. I don't really understand the point in a woman having an ego. I don't. And when I see a woman with an ego, it kind of bothers me, because it's bad enough dealing with guys with ego, but as a guy, you have to have ego. You have to have ego to get your way through certain things, you know what I'm saying? But what is the point in having what's the woman's ego for? What is it? What is that built for? That lets me know that that woman has had a hard life, and she's never really had a protector or a provider to where she hasn't needed to have an ego. She has to have an ego to maintain her frame, to get her through the day and through her life, because she's operating outside of herself, at least operating outside of her femininity. I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff, man. I don't want to deal with women's ego. You know, I think it's GMO anyway. So I can't stand it. So whenever I have some woman that's like ego driven, or, you know, some of these women that I run into, they have been watching my content and they start running through their resume. You know, hence the reason for this video. I didn't ask for their resume. Listen, man, like, they'll DM me, we'll start talking, and you know, the next thing you know it, the resume comes out. No, I went to school here. Or they'll say, oh, don't say that to me. You know, I mean, I know what that means. And that, lady, I'm not insulting your intelligence. They act like somebody's insulting their intelligence. It's like they're insulted by your intelligence, you know, and their ego comes out, and it's so ugly. You know, there's nothing worse. I'm gonna be real with you. There's absolutely nothing worse than an ego on a really pretty woman, because it makes her unattractive automatically. It really does. There's nothing worse, man. I mean, I don't know, women, you know, they have their own preferences, but to me, and as a man, There's nothing worse. There's nothing that's going to turn me off quicker than a woman with an ego. Now, there's some guys out there that think differently. Some guys out there think, oh, she got an ego. Oh, yeah, well, I'm just going to conquer her in the bedroom. I'm not out here looking to smash cheeks, man, all the time. You know, I'm looking for a little bit deeper connection. Not a whole lot deeper. Not looking for a wife. I'm just looking for a little bit deeper of a connection. But the woman ego, man, like I got these women on here, man. I start talking to them. Listen, the ego will cause a woman to miss out on a good man and a good thing. I'm trying to tell you, you know, man, these women out here, they're expecting for you to chase them like a hound dog, but they're chasing you. And when I say that, I mean they're orbiting you. They're putting themselves in proximity of you and then wanting you to chase them. That's ego right there. And that ego causes for them to miss out on a good thing. And then they'll turn around and say, oh, well, it just wasn't meant to be because he didn't approach me. We don't even know. Listen, sometimes we don't really know y'all exist. We got to keep up with modern times too. And modern times are telling us, listen, leave women alone. Don't approach them. Don't bother them. They've said plenty of times, you know, that they deserve their privacy and we're going to give it to them. So y'all can't have it both ways, but that's only the ego-driven ones. I'm telling y'all, I've had ladies approach me because they've listened to what I've said. They know I'm not paying them no attention, so they approach. Have I had some narcs approach? Of course, obviously. But I've had ladies approach me. And then I've had these narcs, and some of them aren't completely narcs, but they're ego-driven. That's why I want to bring up ego, because not everybody's a narcissist, but their ego can be so inflated, man. You know what I'm saying? That they'll just start thinking, and it's really just wanting to be spoiled and then finding different ways to justify not ever wanting to put yourself out there and jeopardize your ego or your feelings getting hurt. So what they'll do is they'll gaslight us. Oh, well, you guys, men don't approach women anymore. What is that about? It's 2023, fool. What are you talking about? Y'all want everything equal, this, equal that. How is that not even, they act like that's not even a possibility. It's not even on the plate. What? So that's not on the plate at all? But you can have all this other stuff that you want equal. It's not about being equal. They want us to do all the work. You know, like, do you realize that women literally can just get up and take care of themselves, eat right, keep their legs closed, which is healthy for them anyway, and work out and go somewhere and learn how to be a lady? You know, they don't really have those kind of classes around here, but they, you know, women need to bring those back, man. Go somewhere and learn how to be a lady, right? That's what they should be going to school for, learning how to be a lady. That way they make themselves into a great wife. They know how to fight off Pookies and Ray Rays. They know how to look past the guy that's trying to sling the hammer and ain't got nothing going for him, and stick with the guy that you're with if that's what you want to do. They need some kind of etiquette schools or something like that, right? You know what I mean? Instead, man, we got these women out here that believe that they should be able to have everything equal, but, you know, us approaching them as a tradition that must be maintained. How does that make any, that doesn't make any sense to me. To me, it seems like they just want everything, man. They want their cake and eat it too. They want to be able to say, hey, listen, we want you guys to stop approaching us everywhere we go, to the gym, and then they'll put themselves in proximity of you to get a reaction out of you in these same locations. It don't make any sense. You wanna know why it don't make any sense? Because it's not supposed to. This is where they operate, man. This is where they operate. This is where they operate. And then there's the ego-driven type of women out there that orbit you but don't want to approach you, again, because they believe it to be more traditional for a man to approach, even though these are not traditional women in no sense of the word. You know what I'm saying? Or the term. They're not traditional women. You know what I'm saying? But what it is they're so ego-driven and they're so scared to get their feelings hurt and their ego hurt. But these same women will be gaslighting us, and they'll be projecting onto us, and they'll be telling us, oh, you guys are just scared to approach, or, you know, I don't know why men are scared to approach. It's 2023. It's not a sense of fear of approaching you guys. It's just adjusting and adapting to the climate around us. That's all that it is. You can't have it both ways, but they will try to have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? They will try to have it both ways. That's why, again, you got to escape the matrix and not pay them no attention. You know, I watch how they move. I listen to what they say. But then again, I'm online saying this stuff. So I could have probably like done way better on my social media as far as getting numbers. Because I was getting numbers in the beginning when women thought that I was just some hurt guy or whatever. And they could just, sorry about that. They could get a, you know what I'm saying, an easy whatever they wanted, right? Until they figured out, oh, he's not like that, da-da-da-da. Man, I was getting numbers left and right, da-da-da. When I started talking on here and they realized I got a brain and I'm emotionally intelligent, man, listen. They just orbit. They just orbit, man. Give you a panoramic out here. Maybe not so much right here. I'm keeping it moving, y'all, because it is cold out here. And if you don't keep it moving, then you freeze. Rotating in my arms. I'll park it up over here, man. On top of the hill. Get some good lighting. So if I were you, you know what I'm saying, I would avoid ego-driven women. And the ego of the woman, an egotistical woman, they'll also compete with you. And you don't want to have anybody around you with competitive energy, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Especially a female. I'm just out here, y'all, early in the AM, trying to give y'all some dope content. Give you something to watch on your way to work or while you're at work. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Now more than ever, that's important. YouTube, they're shaving off views, especially doing a live stream. I don't know why. Who knows? But if you guys hit that like button and you guys are sharing the live, they can't take that away. So I can come out of here with 0 views, but 7 or 3 or 4 likes, you know, it doesn't make no never mind, okay? I appreciate that. Let's keep it trucking. Talk for a few more minutes, y'all. Get my walk on before. I'm either gonna go for sprints after this, or it's getting kind of warm out here, you know, but it's kind of cold. I kind of like doing it when it's cold out, you know, but it's kind of like, it's kind of warm, but it's like it's a cold chill. I like doing it then, like it is now, because I don't like getting too hot whenever I run. However, I have not worked out really hard yet either, so I'm thinking about getting on TikTok and working out hard and then going for some sprints. Gotta get it in, y'all. It's Monday. I've been slacking over the weekend. You know, I take the weekends off pretty much from my, you know, usual workout routine. I mean, normally I gets it in every day. So what I'm doing here lately is I've been taking the weekends off, taking it easy on myself on the weekends, while also sleeping better. My sleep has gotten amazing. I've also realized that my best sleep is 5 hours. Anything over that is too much. I feel drowsy all day. It's bad business. That being said, just, you know, look, you guys are out there dating. You're looking for someone. Avoid the female ego. It's bad out here. If she's playing the dating games, if she's playing the phone tag, you know, she's watching and mirroring everything that you do. If you're busy and then she's taking the exact same time, you know, to respond to you as it took you to respond to her because she fears that you're trying to ghost her or play dating games. This is a game in itself. Avoid the female ego. If she's acting like she's doing you a favor by talking to you, avoid the female ego. You know, if she acts like she has like a bunch of other guys in her phone and, you know, she's too busy to, avoid her, man. These women will be around, and if they're not around, who cares, man? You know, it's not like they're virgins or anything like that anyway. Let's be real. You're just going to take your turn anyway. You're not going to get something new. You're not getting nothing that's not been touched by only a few guys. Absolutely not. So it's whatever. You know, you guys, you get caught up sometimes. Women with a lot of ego, they like to run around here making sure they're wearing something tight and looking good. Don't get caught up in that, man. Don't get caught up in that. Again, egotistical women are the kind of women who refuse to, I mean, they'll watch you all day long. These kind of goofballs are the kind of, you know, females, they're like content creators that'll watch you all day long, get frustrated because you don't approach women, and then make some counter content online about men not approaching women, being sus and all kind of weird things, but they're the one obsessing over you every day and watching you. Make it make sense. They're obsessing over you and watching you every day, but then get upset because you don't approach them because they're not traditional women in any, you know what I'm saying, form of fashion, and then get upset and feel like they need to lash out, which again, we all know that women getting online in whatever kind of content creation formation that they got going on is really just them venting about whatever they got going on in their life, man. Every day. Getting therapy from us every single day. You don't get any, I'm not going to say all, but most women I watch, unless they're married, I don't get anything from their content. It's a bunch of drama, it's a bunch of goofy stuff, it's a bunch of stuff that really only applies to women. You know what I mean? And it's dramatic. Therapy every single day, y'all. Ego sessions. I'm telling you, I'll have women on TikTok, man, watching my live streams, tapping my live streams, going to my videos and liking my videos and stuff like that, you know, sometimes commenting, and I can tell that they like me, but they refuse to DM me. They refuse to. I've even seen a couple of them making a couple of videos. I'm not saying they're talking directly about me, but talking about guys that they're showing interest to and showing signals to, not taking, you know what I'm saying, a hint. That's not a hint, and we're not here for hints anymore. It's 2023. Listen, with all this independent, strong strength, where's all that strength at? Approach a guy if you like a dude. Approach him. What is it? I don't get it. Who's gonna know that you approached him besides him? And if he uses it against you, then if it bothers you that much, dump him. What does it matter? It's so crazy to me how they move. You know, oh, I'm so independent, we're so strong. But where's all that strength? Huh? Where's all that strength at? Right now, I'm not seeing y'all showing anything. Y'all don't want to even approach a guy that you like. You'll sit here and wait. You're gonna wait for him to get with somebody else? What you gonna do? To make some more counter content? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. They'll watch you all day long. These women have gotten so used to basically cyber stalking and gang stalking. They don't even see there's something wrong anymore. They'll cyber stalk somebody that they claim they don't even like. They'll be like, I can't stand him. But be watching me every day, getting that wet every day, man, from watching me. I'm about to go live right now on TikTok. I'm gonna have a few women that are content creators on YouTube watching this video just to see if I'm gonna go live on TikTok. I'm telling you the truth, I wouldn't lie to you on King David. On King David, I ain't even playing. I'm heading for a date market 2024. Discard back over at my life. My brother, you're a free man. Trust me, I'm not even over here bashing. You know, I'm accused of that all the time. But you're a good company. It's been a little over a year for me, you know, with a covert narc ex-wife. But my brother, once you heal from the I'm hoping that you're doing some semen retention. And once you heal from the pain, you know, that you went through from, it probably was a reverse discard because they love doing that, you know. Now, she's a, you know, an overt, you know what I'm saying, narcissist, grandiose narcissist. She might have discarded you directly, but normally the coverts, they do this reverse discard kind of disappearing type of thing or whatever. But understand something. That was God's protection right there. Anytime a narc leaves and you know that you identified him as a narc, you know, that is a blessing, because all that woman did was drain the life out of you, make you feel like you needed her, and the whole time she was just mirroring you. So you were dating yourself, but you were dating the worst version of yourself. Whew. So, and I'm telling you, you're right. The dating market is ugly, but the best thing about it is you have dealt with a narc. So any woman with narcissistic tendencies or traits, you know, or toxic, or an egotistical woman, you'll be able to identify real quick, and you won't even waste your time. You won't even be like, ah, well, maybe I can try her out and maybe she won't. No, you'll be like, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, no, 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 I'm good. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Not doing it again. You know what I mean? So just know that you're on the other end of things, the better side of life. Yeah, I remember being 11 months out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rough, especially if you was with a woman over 5 years. But I tell you what, it is rough out here. It's rough looking because of social media, because the ones that are barking the loudest are the most lonely. But I'm pretty sure overseas, when you have your money right and you're able to travel and stuff like that, and you also understand you're not out here looking for love. You're out here, you're a whole person, you love yourself, you love God. You're out here meeting someone that's also complete. That's all that you need, and you guys will be together for as long as you're meant to be together, and it is what it is. You're not out here looking for love. You're not out here, I need her. You don't need nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got God, you're good to go. These women, they come, they go. You're here for the experience. You didn't come into this realm with these women. You don't leave this realm with these women, okay? What do you think happens even if you're married to a woman? If you pass away and she lives another 10 to 15, 20 years, you think that she's not going to move on? Absolutely. She's moving on. She's going to have another husband, all that stuff. Your pictures are going to maybe not even be in the house, probably in a storage unit. You know what I'm saying? Life is life. You have to live for you. So know that if you knew that she was a covert narcissist, that means that your life just restarted 11 months ago. And with that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys too much longer. Remember, hit that like button. I got a couple of videos definitely planned for this afternoon, but I wanted to, go live early today because I'm about to go live on TikTok. I want to mix things up. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the likes, the shares. We got videos going viral. You guys are doing it. Continue to do it, man. Continue to hit that like button. Continue to share the videos and drop a comment, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like the video or not, keep the engagement up. I'm chatting with you guys. I'm keeping up with all the comments now. I got everything caught up now. So anybody drops a comment, I'm going to get back to you the same day. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay blessed.